Hey, hello, good afternoon. Today is the 10th of July 2025. Today I want to talk about a promotion I put online with all of my ebooks on Amazon. So here it goes. The first one is called Milestones. It was about my hospitalization for the first time in 2005. I made a book out of that with a story about what it's like to be diagnosed with schizophrenia, but also with poetry and artwork from myself. So here it goes. Blown up inside my mind, the universe in fake designs, moving through my consciousness. In the past, I had it more intense. Then the walls were plastered with delusional thoughts, one by one inside multiple boxes, hallucinating big time, connecting the boxes with feelings, images of the mind and universe, in false beliefs, not knowing. I believe in reincarnation, multiple lives carrying with you, past lives. You need to grow in consciousness, making the highest spheres your own. Only then your mind will get rest. It is a tough journey to take, but it's really worth it in the end. It is hard. Fantasy becomes your world, blowing up inside the mind, projecting it on your own. Inner being and the outside world. Fear rules the land. What is reality? Caught up inside, which is a universe on its own, multiple layers upon layers. The afterlife and God is a hand reaching out to get out of this mess. That is reality. By thinking about it daily, you can move again, adjusting your mind, trying out, falling, getting up again multiple times. That was the first one. The second one is called Traveling Weighty and is a small poem bundle. Also with poetry and some artwork I made. So here it goes. The next song of poem is called Souling. You need to learn to be yourself before you can reflect yourself on other people. A change is needed sometimes to get connected to the higher love, instead of reflecting on the downfall of society. To see that as your reality. Time spans, never-ending cycles, within labyrinths of fear, a turmoil, projecting on our society and zeitgeist, developing our inner being, cutting itself loose from time of our lives, looking at the afterlife and reincarnation, souling from one planet to another. Never crying from sadness. You're never alone when being alone, connected in spirit with each other. A smile rises, many people you know, on earth and in the afterlife, loved ones. Personality and character from multiple lives create new findings in universal love, projecting many past lives into future lives, to fade away eventually, like a dot heading towards the sun. Motherhood and fatherhood everywhere to be seen, in stars and planets across the universe, from nature to animals and humans. A wind is blowing from places we can't see, like butterflies flying from one flower to another. Behind the curtains, though, universally connected. Spirit worlds opening their astral reality, giving you a piece of a new map towards where we will travel to. Alright, another great poem. This is called A Pharaoh's Guiding, and like I told you last time, this book did it really well actually. I gave many copies away from this book. Another poem again. Readjusting broken frames in a new light. When thinking about things, I see structures move through my mind, frames from different landscapes, different lives, thinking through them, thinking and feeling within this life and others. Focusing on the past, seeing images passing by, accurate stories, reality. Some move further away, moving between personalities and characters from past lives. Where does your mind and feelings live in? What is the box that shows it to you? When being delusional, you move in between everything that exists, to be seen or not to be seen. Fantasy can take over control, in feelings and thoughts, in dark canyons. Projecting that on everything. Can you let yourself go in madness or in universal love? The difference between them is sanity, in the highest truth. You can be a bit off track because of that, readjusting broken frames in a new light. A new perspective through many lives, reaching the surface without turmoil, but a blinding light shining everywhere, higher in spiritual awareness, an eternity of love in reincarnation cycles, a bigger ocean to swim in. Moving back again, walking down the roads, looking in every cave, learning them by heart, to let them go eventually. Universes of light and colors appear in front of you, stepping out of the ocean, walking on the shore, a new step forward, into a new direction, spiritually grown in new standards, letting go of the past lives letting go the past from your lives. How deep in thoughts are you? Moving through different views, swapping in between them. What is the depth of your thoughts? Far away in a stormy weather. Fantasy takes over the senses, moving inward on a wrong track. What is sanity? Can you concentrate well enough? Losing in a maze on every step on the chessboard. The cold of the seasons appears every now and then. Throughout your life in different forms. Growing up and letting go many things. Also adding things which are new. Spiritual knowledge. Can you do that? Alrighty, that was a long poem actually. My other book is called New Milestones. And this is mostly with my diary from that time, around 2021. Episode 24. The other day I painted into the night. It was way past midnight when finishing my painting. I like how it became in the end. I put 2 pictures on social media, like Instagram and X. I already ordered new cotton canvases a week ago, which are standing in the hallway. First I will have dinner at a friend's place later on. When returning home, I will start right away. It is a bit greyish weather outside. No rain though. I will let the dog out later on as well. He is sleeping at the moment. No rush. In between, I listen to Led Zeppelin and Kanye West. A friend recommended a female singer to me called Dua Lipa. It reminds me of other bands a bit. Very pop, if I might say so. I had my 4th cup of coffee of the day. Already did the dishes. I only need to vacuum clean the place, but no rush. In the evening, I'm sometimes drifting away in my mind. In the past, I was scared of a lot of my own thoughts and feelings. Also, the psychotic mindset is really difficult to cope with. Fantasy worlds all the time, in a way mirroring them within hidden thoughts and feelings. What if you think and feel about the subject and the person? Can they feel these things? I'm positive that it's possible. Not all the time, of course. It is the mindset, boxes of thought again. Connecting with each other. Sometimes I'm scared of them, psychotic. It is really tough to encounter. Gradations, the intensity of your thoughts and feelings, mirroring within a psychosis. Every day, all over again. Not seeing that I'm drifting away. Not giving myself credit to feel love, universal love. I am okay. I don't feel good because I am schizophrenic. Lowering myself as a person in a way. Learning about the afterlife really helps me to get back on track. Psychosis is not the end. There is no eternity in these weird thought interactions. You made these nonsense thoughts real though, no reality sense, hopping from one box to another in a dead alley. You need to get back on track again. It isn't easy, I can tell you that. But the afterlife is real. You can change everything if you want to. You will continue to live on in the afterlife. You will take every feeling and thought with you. Your inner beauty connected with universal love of God, a never-ending tap of joy and happiness. Peacefulness, moving from one life to another. Universal love is the last step of our every direction. You can't fail in a way. Learning yourself all over again. Not getting stuck inside mazes of a labyrinth. You use the same constructions all over again, only this time in good feelings. Reincarnation is really beautiful. There is a way out, in a good flow of energy, not by committing suicide of course. Then you will have to make good for your deed. Can be really lonesome and sad actually. Why would you? You will get millions of lives together with people you love, from one life to another. The earth is only temporarily. You can change massive in spiritual awareness. Love all around you. You only need to tap into it. Then you can change your inside of the mind better. Letting go of the sad things. Letting go of the madness. Tapping into universal love of God. Swapping in between them and moving higher upon the stairs. Alrighty, it's already 9 minutes this time. A bit smaller. So my last book, Bricks Built Stairway to Heaven. And the fun part is I already sold 1 copy of this book. But like I said, you can find all of my ebooks online on Amazon under the name of Evert Jan Gert. They are with a huge discount, starting from $1. Then during the week they will go higher. So, alrighty. Let's start in the middle of the book. Vlog number 63, Sunday, the 29th of September 2019. This is a best-of book, by the way, so it's a bit earlier in time. Autumn time arrived. In the last couple of days, it rained a lot. Even at the moment, I'm picking some grapes from the garden to start the day with. They are small, but have a really great taste. I've been listening to the newest version from 2 albums from the Beatles. The originals came out 50 years ago, Earlier on this year, there was a new version from the White Album with many new songs and outtakes. I really enjoyed listening to that one. A couple of days ago, the 50th anniversary from Abbey Road came out. Even a new clip. I have fond memories listening to the Beatles. When I was younger, I listened to the LP collection from my parents and put them on mini disc, like Let It Be, Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper, Beatles for Sale, and the Magical Mystery Tour. Also have fond memories when I was a bit older. I got CDs from the Beatles with Christmas. Back then, the albums were really expensive, never on a discount. I got Rubber Soul, Revolver, Let It Be, and Hard Day's Night. Nowadays, you can stream them on every streaming services. Like I said, I really dig them a lot. They are my number one on my Last FM account under the name of Chuck Karma. Also, I got recommendations from someone to listen to Blood on the Tracks, made by Bob Dylan. I must say, it's really a great album. I'm looking forward to the new seasons from Rick and Morty. I can't wait. I started watching this series when it just came out. I jumped in at the second or the third episode from the first season. A good friend of mine knows a lot about new series and mostly they will do well in the future, like Community, Mad Men, Games of Thrones, Battlestar Galactica, It Is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, The Tudors, Downton Abbey, Mindhunter, and many others. I'm trying to follow them, but I can't do that all the time. With some of these series, I quit halfway. At least I tried out, of course. Another series I liked was about John Adams, one of the first presidents of the USA, and the series about Saddam Hussein. I am a big fan of history and watch most of them. Like I said earlier on, also about the First World War and the Second World War. I would love to see other documentaries again about the universe. I do like Joe Rogan as well. He has interesting subjects and some movies on YouTube aren't that long. And then this last piece. I am listening to the first four albums from the Foo Fighters. I grew up with them. I remember that my eldest brother let me listen to the first album when it came out. That was around 1996, I guess. The second album from them I bought myself. I dug it a lot. When the third album came out, I saw them live on the 29th of February 2000 in the Melkweg in Amsterdam with some friends. We even chatted with the band on MSN Messenger, if I'm correct, or ICQ, on the day of the performance. In the past, I saw many bands perform, and I went to many festivals as well, like Lowlands, Pinkpop, Werchter. Nowadays, I just don't do that anymore. It's too crowded for me. The last festivals I went to were in 2003, I guess. Roskilde in Denmark and Lowlands in the Netherlands. I was already down and out during that time, psychotic, around the clock. The other bands I saw were, this is fun, Nine Inch Nails, Smashing Pumpkins, Muse, Kings of Leon, Fleet Foxes, Richard Ashcroft, Deus, Paul McCartney, First Aid Kid, Bad for Lashes, Orbital, Amy Mann, Paul Simon, Simon and Garfunkel, Coldplay, Weezer and Lamb, Silverchair, Bush, Pearl Jam, Marilyn Manson, Nada Surf, Air and Radiohead, and then the last one, Godspeed You Black Emperor, and many, many others. Alright, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed this movie from me. When interested, I would say check them out under my own name, Evert Jan Guit, on all of the Amazon sites. Alrighty, I would say have a really great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.